All right, well, I'm getting word that this bonus run of Doom Eternal is ready to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is Doom Eternal by xamide.
Hello, everyone. My name is xamide. I come from Latvia. And this Doom Eternal game came out not only recently, and it's already been pretty broken. Also, this is my first actual speedrunning game that I run consistently, and so far I've been enjoying it a lot. And I cannot wait to show you guys the run itself, the any percent category, and I'll let my commentator introduce himself.
Hey guys, my name is Derave, and I'll be doing a commentary for this run.
So yeah, the speedrun itself is being played at the easiest difficulty. Most of the runners do this, and yeah, there are plenty of tricks and glitches we're gonna use throughout this run to finish it as fast as possible. And yeah, Darway over here is gonna help me explain all those tricks as we go through the run. Some of them require very precise movement, and yeah, it's mostly a little combat, and then it's out of bound.
Definitely, yeah. There's gonna be, well, I wouldn't say not very less out of bounds. There's gonna be a lot of out of bounds in this run.
Yeah. Sure, and yeah, we are ready to start, so I'm gonna wait for the board.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So yeah, the runner and commentator are ready to start.
Yeah, just give a countdown.
You wanna give a countdown, xamide, or should I do it?
I can go. Okay, so
Right. Sure.
Here goes the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, the run starts with an unskippable cutscene. Well, you can skip it, but you have to wait for like 10 seconds. After the narrator is done saying rip and tear, we can skip the cutscene and proceed to glitch ourselves out of bounds.
Rip and tear.
Yeah, so at the start of the run, you'll see xamide pick up a weapon upgrade. He'll be going through the first part of the level and, well, immediately going to what will be the first out of bounds in the level. The first major trick in the run is called slope boosting. We'll be getting into that as soon as xamide is done with the first part of the level. So, yeah, I'll just let him just think.
So yeah, we grab that chainsaw as it's pretty much essential for us. And we're gonna quit out the menu and continue the game so that we spawn right where we started the game. So that it's a little bit closer. And we can do the first jump here. Yep. Pretty much obvious spot where you can go out of bounds, I'd say. And for this trick, a very precise inputs are required, so that as you're going down, basically you want to have your horizontal speed set to 0, and you want to gain a pretty high height, so that when you start falling down and almost hit this the slope, you're gonna get that horizontal and vertical boost in speed. And we just finished the first level.
I've completed the redesign of your equipment launcher. The flame belt is now ready for your...
And we can use our chainsaw to cancel the pickup animations of weapon, like a new flame belch, ice bombs, cheat codes, small stuff that you can pick up without having to trigger a cutscene like that crystal over there. And Exaltation is gonna be a little bit tough because the skips here are inconsistent, at least one of them, but it shouldn't be a big problem. So we just use our slow boosting to our advantage to jump over without having to hang on the walls there. This part plays out straightforward, just combat, nothing important or extraordinary. As you can see, that Kako demon just fell down from the sky. That's normal. He gets stuck in the wall and just decides to suicide, as he's considered out of bounds or stuck by the game. So yeah, we just grab blood punch. It's a necessary pickup, as we cannot kill the Canmaker without the blood punch, so we have to pick it up here. And for the rune here, I selected air control, as it's very convenient to be able to control ourselves in the midair, because we like to go fast and we cannot slow down midair. So this is another very precise jump. So we hit a slope with our heads so that we could get a horizontal speed boost there and safely travel to the dash location. So the upcoming skip here is a little bit inconsistent, but we'll try to get it. If you get bumped like that, you can basically dash back to the original spot and retry it. And for the reason I'm going back here is because I did not get enough speed. So this trick is the reason most of the any % runs are being reset, and it looks like we just got a good boost, so that's good.
Yeah, this trick can be pretty random. We still haven't completely figured out yet what causes that to happen, but we mostly think it's due to bad positioning, I suppose.
Yeah, it could be. So for this combat, again, straightforward combat. We have to kill these demons in order for the portal to spawn, and we can go back to Fortress and proceed our campaign.
Yeah, this is only one of the few combats you'll see during the entire run. It's definitely a good one, for sure.
And if there are no particles around the portal spot, that means someone is still alive. Like the game won't spawn a portal until you kill all the key demons required for the portal to spawn.
Yeah, for an optimal part of this section, you want to be on the same spot where the portal spawns. So you'll essentially skip a little part of the cutscene, or like there's a cutscene of the portal spawning in, and so it's just a few seconds of time saved there. So would this be a good time for a donation, xamide?
Yeah, sure. There's a big pause here, so you can go ahead if there are any donations.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a $5 donation from Dunk Daddy, who says, "Good luck, xamide. Let's get sub 25."
Thank you, Dunk. I'll try.
We have. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
We have $5 donation from Red Siphon, who says Dance Dad has deemed it Bishibashi needs an upgrade, so it shall be done. Thanks to all thanks to all those on the front lines helping us get through these tough times. $25 from Gumby, who says, so hyped for Doom Eternal. Rip and tear until it's done. $25 from Thrice, who says, eat, sleep, rip and tear. Repeat. We have $100 from Dave Master, who says, let's keep this kind of doom going on and stop the COVID doom. Kudos for all the first responders around the world. You're our doom guy.
So yeah, that fight wasn't the best, but it's okay.
That was decent.
We could quit out the menu and load back in to spawn closer to the portal, but as it's real time, we're comparing against real time here. It doesn't matter. Just so you can see the entire run, I'm gonna try and do as least quit out the menu as possible, but there will be one crucial quit out the menu so that we can skip in almost an entirety of the level. So for cultist base, we're gonna use basically just slow boosting and some of the walls to help us skip to the end of the level, of course. So yeah, we use a weapon wheel there to help us spam jump inputs. And if you're standing next to us on the slope or like you're falling off a ledge and you spam jump input, the game will think that you're standing on the ground, and so that all of your jumps will count as your first jump. And that will result in your horizontal or vertical velocity in accumulating based on how many jump inputs you've done in that short amount of time. And yes, this trick is a little bit annoying, but we should be fine. We got a good boost. We just used a small slope, like a angled wall there on the door, so that once we hit our head against it, we get sent flying horizontally. And
That's
that gives
nice.
us height and horizontal boost. Yeah, you can go ahead there. What?
No, I was
If,
just about to
yeah.
say that was nice.
Okay, yeah.
There isn't
And
really much to explain here.
yeah, the cultist base was pretty straightforward, just using slow boosting, also known as super jumps. And for this boss fight, we're not gonna pick up
Stable now.
plasma or lock on burst for our rockets, which will make the fight easier, but for speedrunners, time matters more than convenience.
Yeah, if you missed it, at the end of the the card here, you saw xamide dashed into that racked like sort of thing you're supposed to punch, and that skips like a little bit of the area load where it loads into the next area, and it's just a little bit faster than actually punching that crack. So, just tiny small optimizations.
And yeah, you just saw me boost from the train straight to the boss fight, which is pretty normal in Doom Eternal, any percent glitch category. So we picked up an extra life at the start of Exaltia, just to be safe, because even on easiest difficulty, these bosses are sometimes very aggressive. They don't give you room to breathe, and they can kill you here as well. It happens rarely, but just to be sure, we picked up the extra life there.
Yeah, there's a lot of mobs in this boss fight, and you also have to deal with, well, these Doom Hunters. And, well, they can sort of troll you sometimes.
Yep, like
Sometimes.
that over there. The shield guy spawning the shield under the boss, so the boss just goes up. You cannot really predict this, so yeah.
Yeah, so xamide is going for, well, what we would consider speedy strats. There is, you can pick up lock-on burst, which is a mod for the rocket launcher, which fires triple rockets while being locked on to a boss. It makes the fight, well, less risky, but yeah, we want to have speed, so we're just going to skip that.
And yeah, as you saw, I just the boss just killed me, so good thing we had that extra life. I'm gonna load
Yeah.
checkpoint just to spawn closer to the button here. So the upcoming level is gonna introduce a new trick, which is basically, which depends, like it's dependent on your FPS. Your FPS needs to be 144 or lower for this trick to work. As there's a thing called, you dash into an object from a ledge, I believe, and this happens.
Yeah.
The game sends you downwards at a very high speed, so
The Super Gore Nest
the
location
60
is
FPS
nearby.
helps us here,
This is
the way that
simulation began.
the game is not able to render frames as fast, so we did not trigger the death floor
By the demons.
there. So yeah, we did not get teleported back as intended, since our frame rate was low and we just went through the death wall. The frames couldn't just render it fast enough. And yeah, this is a good time for donations if there are any, because Vega is gonna keep talking.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a $25 donation from Isabel229 who says, "You can do it, Slayer. I believe in you."
I will calibrate the portal
Thanks.
to the Ark's command station.
We have a $10 donation from Yohis who says, "Thank you for teaching me how to run Eternal and glad to see you progress so far. Good luck in the run and pray for no monkey bar."
Thank you, Yoris. I'm gonna explain the monkey bar meme in a second. And yes, our complex is very combat heavy level for now. And the monkey bar that was mentioned by Yohis is a split name I made for the final level. Most of my runs lose time because I missed the monkey bars at the final level before the boss room. So yeah, that's funny for the viewers, but I cried a little every time I lost some time there. So yeah, this part just requires precision and speed, and sometimes you just need to get lucky because the mobs sometimes they like to hide from you in a single room.
Yeah, there's especially there's like some imps that can get stuck between like you know, certain objects or like behind walls or stuff, and it's especially annoying when they you know, when they just don't charge towards you.
So yeah, I cannot progress further because someone's hiding.
I think one of them is hiding right now. Yeah, this is what we consider bad orange. Oh, there he is.
So yeah, sorry for interrupting.
Oh, that's fine. Come on.
So against these snakes, ice bombs are pretty useful. If you're having trouble to predict their movement, ice bombs are gonna help you, definitely. Here we just wanna use as much area of effect damage as we can to clear out all these small mobs as fast as possible. This shield guy, he doesn't need to die to progress further. And yeah, this is the last room of close quarter combat before we get to another fun speedrun trick.
Yeah, this is actually like one of those areas that we haven't really found a skip for yet, but perhaps in the future, in which we'll maybe, you know, skip even more combat. Yeah, for the second part, you'll see xamide here just do another slow boost off this garbage can or whatever it is. Oh,
So we just picked up a cheat code that will let us turn our heavy rifle into a gun that's more powerful than BFG essentially.
It's insane.
So yeah, it's
actually
insane. Here we activate the IDKFA glitch, which unlocks all the weapon modules. Switch to another level so that the cheat code is working. So we unlocked Precision Bolt on our complex, went to Exaltia, applied micro missiles, Now we go back to campaign, and the cheat is automatically disabled. After the cheat is disabled, we switch back to our precision bolt, and you'll see in a second what this causes for the Marauder. So we just clipped through that wall, no big deal. Straight to the elevator, to the Marauder.
Yeah, you'll notice what will happen in a second, but essentially the game freaks out and it swaps. It doesn't swap. It merges precision bolt with micro missiles, so you're essentially firing precision bolts with like micro missile speed, and it just does insane damage. You just shred through bosses, and things and mobs and everything. It's crazy.
It was a pretty nice discovery, like when it was first found out. It's a really good speed technique against bosses and powerful enemies.
Yeah, it's
also save a lot of time.
It's a really interesting glitch.
Here, I'm intentionally going back to the menu and quickly loading back into the game to cause a black screen, which will give us an ability, or give us ability to move around in the elevator freely, which you cannot normally do. And
just want to... Sorry, I just want to jump in real quick and say shout outs to Red Bull for all those gifted subscriptions in the channel right now. And just want to say thanks for all of your ongoing support to GDQ and the speedrunning community as a whole. Thank you very much, Red Bull, for all those gifted subscriptions.
The Slayer has entered the facility.
Thank you. So, yeah, right there, we just clipped out of the elevator and went straight to the developer room. The developers did not want to play the game, and so they decided to just add the room with teleports. And I'm getting bad B-hops here, but it's no big deal.
It's awesome, guys.
So yeah, that was the dev room with BFG in it and portals to all of the Mars core sections. And we just walked straight to the last section of the level with our new shiny BFG and so this level can now be done in 45 seconds, the Mars core. Oops.
Yeah, it used to be like even a minute longer because you'd have to go down the elevator and traverse like a little part of your level. But then I think it was only like 1 or 2 days ago that one of the community members, Seeker, who also holds the Doom 2016 world record, found
he usually starts
black screens
with spinning shield, but this time he decided to attack me first. We did not have enough ammo to finish him off, but it's no big deal. We just have to use our other weapons, which are less powerful. And after this level comes Taurus Nabad with a pretty big skip as well. We just have to wait for this cutscene to play out. And yeah, now is a good time for donations if there are any.
Sure. We have, and I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, we have a $25 donation from TS Tab who says, "Let's see a God Gamer move, xamide."
Thank you, T-Stab. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna try my best.
Awesome. We have a $54 donation from Dance Dad who says, "Dance Dad wants to see..." Wait, someone already spoke for me. Well, it bears repeating. The Bishibashi needs to be shown at 100% if at all possible. So here's my portion. Keep on grooving all and stay safe. We have a $5 donation from Soultastic who says, "Good luck running through this game as fast as possible. Rip and honk until it is done." We have time for any more?
I think one more, yeah.
One more? All right.
Yeah.
We have $25 from Isabel161 who says, today is Saturday, April 18th. Rip and tear. Exactly.
Okay, so yeah, there's a precise trick incoming. So I'm gonna lock my FPS to 60 here, because this trick only works better with lower FPS. So we did the same here. We just went through the death wall, or the death floor, by lowering our FPS, so the game cannot figure out what's happening, because yeah, our frame rate is so slow. So we just went through the death wall there. And we got to skip the entirety of Taurus Nabat, basically. Here we need to pick up the Crucible, which is crucial to start this fight. Without finishing this fight, you cannot really end the level, so we have to go for this. But luckily we can, we know the exact demons we have to kill, and to proceed through the level and fight as fast as possible. So I'm just going for specific demons here. And now I'm looking for Arqua. Done. Now we just use our BFG to clean up, and the fight is over. So the next level, I believe, is Necro. Yep, these levels, these last 4 levels are pretty tough for speedrunners. And they also have some pretty neat tricks, including slow boosting and ballistic boosting as well. So this first part is going to be me picking up the ammo upgrade so that our last fight goes smooth.
Yeah, the only real upgrades we get during the run is just essentially for ammo.
Yep,
Because, you
since
know,
this is
we
the
just,
easiest difficulty.
yeah, we just skip essentially so much of the game that ammo is just more useful than anything.
So there's a invisible, like, yeah, you can clip through that wall at that specific spot, so that you don't have to deal with this level. It's pretty long. We don't like long levels, so I decided to jump over the entire map straight to the end.
Nice.
And straight to Necrowall 2, which is going to have one precise trick as well, and also a wall that you can clip through. Sadly, Arc only has one at the end, but we're trying to find one at the start so that it doesn't take more than 2 minutes.
Yeah, so this is a kind of a new version for the Necrovol 2 skip.
Yep.
Normally you'd have to go inside and kill a bunch of demons and then essentially just shoot through the top of this tower here, but recently we found a new version of this where you can, well, clip through one of the outer layers of the tower and then shoot through the tower this way using slow boosting. So you just you hit a respawn trigger there and it just respawns you to the final area here.
Yep, there's also a T-posing demon on the wall there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just use all of our BFG shots. Since the ammo upgrade refills your BFG ammunition, there's no reason to save up, and it helps us to clear out this area fight pretty easily and fast. And by breaking this chain and dashing straight to the center, you can actually skip the small cutscene that plays after you break the chains. So you can instantly load into the next level. So for Ordak, this is gonna be a pretty big jump straight to the boss fight, of course. No other way. And yes, this is sometimes does not work, but let's hope it does work. Seems like it's gone smooth. Yep. Straight to the point.
Nice.
So yes, we are approaching the final level already after this boss fight. And I can tell you one spoiler, it's not gonna be long.
Imagine if that was long.
Yeah. So sometimes you need ammo, so you just kill those minions, whatever, robots. And
Yeah, you just get a few ammo drops, and then
Yep.
you just keep doing the same. Just hit the con maker here, and then jump into the air and punch her using blood punch a few times.
so yeah, you want a slow boost before she starts moving, so that you're already mid-air, so that you can hit her as soon as her health goes down. Yeah, this is optimal
That's
strategy.
nice.
So here we're gonna shoot for hole-in-one.
You can actually get a lot of speed here by weapon quick switching.
Yep. Also, yeah, haven't described that, but
you got
if
it.
you keep switching your weapons between ballista and heavy rifle, you can shoot ballista faster, and the ballista gives you horizontal movement speed mid-air. And you want to gain that horizontal movement speed as fast as possible, so you just switch to heavy rifle, because it's the fastest to switch from any weapon. And yeah, you just keep holding left click and hope you land in that final sim boss room in one go. If
Yeah,
not,
this is
then it's
the-
probably a reset.
Yeah, and this is the final boss of the game already. And, well, he's pretty straightforward. He has two phases. One phase has some armor plates that you have to destroy. And the second phase warps you to another area. You have to fight, well, this last phase. But both the phases are really quick because, you know, the IDKFA glitch is really strong. It deals a lot of damage to each phase.
So yeah, the second phase we are basically bottlenecked by boss's attack animations. He does not die until he performs at least two series of attacks. And I just
Yeah,
killed
even,
my only source of ammunition, so we'll have to wait.
Yeah, even
But,
if you
yeah.
kill like a lot of his limbs, you'll still have to wait until he finished all of his attacking animations, unfortunately. Oh, he's being nice
So
far,
he's about to
that's
begin
good.
his second attack order or series. And yeah, we got basically time until he finishes it. And we're done. As soon as it says body parts destroyed 8 out of 8 on the left side, we know it's over and we just have to wait for the animations to play out.
Yeah, so
and there we
time
go.
stops when, yeah, he said.
The time stops as soon as the cutscene begins, so it was probably 31 minutes 11 seconds. So
Gee.
yeah, there we go.
Very nice runs, I like. Nice job.
Thank you.
man.
That was super fast. It felt super fast.
Yeah, it was really
Faster
fast.
than my usual runs.
I'd be curious what like your loadless time would be fair. I'd say like
Actually,
a 26 or something, 27, 26.
Around
something
26,
that.
27, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
But that's really good.
And yes, this, as I said, is the first game I speedrun consistently. I've been enjoying quite a lot the community of Doom Eternal speedrun, and I would like to thank everyone for supporting me and all the community for finding all these cool skips and cool YouTube channels such as Carl Jobst for introducing me to speedrunning. I find it very interesting, so I decided to try it out myself. And yeah, I'll definitely continue doing any % runs for Doom Eternal until we reach like sub 20 or maybe even further. We'll see.
Yeah, just big shout out to your run, and shout outs to the modern Doom speedrunning community who was able to find all of these skips. And yeah, if you're interested in learning either Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal, definitely check out the speedrun.com leaderboard page, and it has a link to the Modern Doom Speedrunning Discord where you'll find all the resources you need to start speedrunning this game. So yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Zameen, for that amazing run of Doom Eternal. I played this when it came out on Nightmare, and I'm just sitting in the chair like, huh? At everything I'm seeing. Amazing run. Well done. Claps in the chat for that. That was incredible. But that was amazing. What we've got coming up next is the Bishibashi. We've got the Bishibashi coming up next. We're still a little bit away from that 100% donation incentive. 6,000 to be met. It's about 1,500 right now, so you still got a little more time to push that one through. And we do have a few more donations that have come in here while we're getting things set up for that. Regarding the Bishibashi, I'm excited to see that coming up next. As I said, that is always a mainstay in the arcade room at GDQ events. All of you that have been there know exactly what the Bishibashi is, and you're about to see it coming up next, and we still have an incentive to push that to 100%. It will take quite a push to get there, but it is still there available for you. We have $100 from Link Up Team, who says, the Link Up Team was stunned by everyone's generosity the last 2 weekends in our campaign to help direct relief, and we want to continue to pay it forward. We're here to support rhythm game streamers everywhere, and we can't wait to see what Billy Jr. 82, Happy Feets, and Spoody Biscuit do with their segments, donating towards 100% Bishibashi so everyone can see what makes the game special. All right, we're going to go to a quick message to our sponsors right now. Prinny 1 and 2 exploded and reloaded. Coming fall 2020 to Nintendo Switch, 2 action-packed chapters of Prinny's rise to becoming a hero, now with newly remastered graphics. Limited edition is available on the NISA online store and major retailers like Amazon, Best Buy, and GameStop. This is the only physical version of the game. Limited edition includes the art book, a single-disc official soundtrack, building block set, poster, and all in one collector's box. Will be available separately on Nintendo eShop for digital download, and you can find out more at Prinnies.com.
How many years have I waited for the one they called the Warrior of Light? If history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten. Become what you must. Become the Warrior of Darkness.
All right, and we are back, still getting set up for the Bishibashi. Still got a few of your donations that have come on in for this amazing Corona Relief Done Quick event. Thank you all for your amazing contributions to that. We got a few more that have come on in. We have $100 from Star Creator, who says, it is amazing to see arcade gaming like the Bishibashi and pump it up at GDQ. Huge props to everyone making it happen for a great cause. We have $15 from Miss Nix, who says, the Bishibashi 100%? Heck yes, Enigma hype. We had a $25 donation come in from Crime, who said, had to donate during Doom Eternal for my boy Cerulean86 out there on the front lines. Put this towards the Bishibashi incentive. $25 from Gigi Gino, who says, Bishibashi? What's that? I don't know, so I'll chip in towards seeing all of it for the sake of our medical professionals. All right, we're going to throw it to a quick Twitch ad. We'll be right back. All right, we are back from that Twitch ad. Thank you all again for joining us for Corona Relief Done Quick, powered by Twitch here. Amazing event. Thank you for all your contributions. Looking at the tally, we are at $176,000. Just amazing. Thank you all for your contributions, and let's keep them going. We're still getting set up for the Bishi Bashi here. That'll be coming up very, very shortly, but still got some of your donations coming on in. We have a $15 donation from No D Lindsay, who says, no idea what Bishi Bashi is, but that just makes me want to see it 100% even more. We have an anonymous $100 donation with no message. Thank you, Anonymous. Appreciate that. $25 from Watson, excuse me if I get this wrong, Watson Tungjunyathan, who says, I've been eagerly looking forward to this block. I'm really proud to have players like Billy Jr. 82 and Happy Feets be amazing ambassadors for California rhythm and arcade gaming as a whole. I cannot wait to see this fever dream of a minigame collection. It's probably a great word to describe it. I'm looking forward to this too. We have $10 from Rissa, who says, and now a message from your friends in Eorzea. Sickness must be purged. Bishi must be boshied. We have a $50 donation from Space Camp Stew, who says, shout out to the boys. GDQ keeps us together even when we can't be. Stay safe, everybody.